Have you ever known exactly what you wanted, but somehow felt you weren't getting any closer to it? Maybe it's a career you want, a relationship, financial freedom, better health, growing your business, or simply becoming a happier and more confident version of yourself. Sometimes we think that getting what we want is about luck or being in the right place at the right time. And yes, timing and circumstances can play a big role. But there are also things that we can do every single day to move ourselves closer to the life we want. Hey everyone, and welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Dana, and on this channel, I love sharing thoughts, ideas, and reminders about personal growth, self development, and creating a better relationship with yourself. And if you enjoy the content that's on my channel, then make sure to follow and subscribe for more. So, today I want to share 5 ways to help you get exactly what you want. And these are things that you can start practicing right now. So, let's get into it. Number one is to get clear on what you actually want. It's hard to move towards something when you keep changing the destination. So, this is where you want to get specific and clear on what you want. A lot of people know what they don't want. They don't want their current job. They don't want to feel stressed. They don't want to struggle financially. They don't want unhealthy relationships. But what do they want? Instead of saying, I want a better job, ask yourself what that actually means. Do you want more flexibility? Better pay, better company, a creative environment, a job where you work with people? Do you want to work remotely? Do you want something that gives you more freedom? The clearer you become, the easier it gets to recognize opportunities that actually align with you. The same applies for relationships. Instead of simply saying, I want a relationship, think about how you want that relationship to feel. Maybe you want consistency, affection, communication, trust, attraction, and someone who genuinely wants to build a life with you. This is the lesson here. Clarity helps you stop accepting things that look almost like what you want. You don't need to know exactly how you're going to get there yet. Just get clear on your destination. Number two, start acting like the person who already has it. Ask yourself, what would that version of me do today? Then start showing up that way. This is one of my favorite mindset shifts, and that's because instead of constantly focusing on what you don't have yet, you start focusing on who you are becoming. Imagine the version of you who has already achieved the goal you're working towards. How that person spent their time, what kind of habits do they have, and how do they speak to themselves? What do they tolerate and what do they no longer tolerate? For example, maybe you want to become successful with social media. The version of you who has built a successful platform probably isn't waiting around until she feels inspired every single day. She creates, she learns, she experiments, she posts even when something isn't perfect. Or maybe you want to become healthier and more confident. So instead of waiting until you reach your goal to start feeling like that person, start making the choices that version of you would make today. Keep it in mind, you don't become that person after you get what you want. You become that person along the way. Let's move on to number 3, and this is to stop waiting for the perfect moment. You don't need to feel 100% ready. Confidence usually comes after you take action. So many opportunities are missed because we tell ourselves, I'll do it when I'm more confident. I'll start when I have more money. I'll post when my content is better or when I have more audience. I'll apply when I have more experience. But here's the thing, there will almost always be a reason to wait. Think about the first time that you did something that now feels completely normal. Maybe your first job interview made you nervous. Maybe your first workout class felt intimidating. Maybe the first time you spoke on camera felt awkward. But after doing it repeatedly, it became easier. That's because confidence comes with evidence. Every time you do something you were afraid to do, you prove yourself that you're capable of handling it. You don't need to know everything before you begin. You can start messy, you can learn as you go, you can improve along the way. Everything is acceptable because sometimes the difference between the person who gets the opportunity and the person who doesn't is simply that one of them actually started. Number 4 is to be consistent, even when nothing is happening yet. I want you to remember that small actions add up. What feels like slow progress today could completely change your life later. This is probably one of the hardest parts because we naturally want immediately results. For example, you start working out and you're expecting to see a difference the next day. You start posting content and you're wondering why you haven't gone viral. You start a business and expect customers immediately. But here's the thing, most meaningful results take time. Imagine posting one video and getting 200 views. It might feel insignificant, but what if you keep posting? You make 10 videos, then you make 50, then you make 100. Along the way, and as you go, your confidence improves. Your editing gets better. You understand your audience more. You become more comfortable speaking on camera. And then one random video reaches thousands or even millions of people. From the outside, people might even call it an overnight success. But only you know how many quiet days came before it. Consistency means continuing even when no one's watching or there are no shown results. Because sometimes nothing appears to be happening on the surface, but underneath, everything is being built. And number 5, stop obsessing over how or when. What you need to do is to do your part and stay open for opportunities. You need to trust that things can happen in ways you didn't expect. This one is so important. You can have a goal without trying to control how every single detail needs to happen. Maybe you think your dream opportunity has to come from one particular company, one particular person, or one particular path. Then something completely unexpected shows up. Maybe someone sees your content and offers you an opportunity. Maybe you meet someone randomly who introduces you to the right person. Maybe you get rejected from something you desperately wanted, only to realize later that it redirected you to something much better. So your job is to take actions that are within your control. For example, apply, create, learn, show up. Have the conversation, take the chance. But you don't need to spend every day asking, why hasn't it happened yet? Sometimes constantly checking for results make the process feel much harder. Think about planting a seed. You wouldn't dig it up every morning to see whether it's growing. You water it, you give it sunlight, you take care of it, and then you allow it to grow. Your goals can be the same way. Do your part, stay open, and give life some room to surprise you. And remember this, decide what you want, believe that it's possible. Take action and don't give up just because nothing has happened yet. You might be closer than you think. And guys, if you found this video helpful and the message resonated with you, give this video a like, share with someone who needs to hear it, and make sure you follow. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.